stole from heritage. Merit crutch, stole the wretched refuse of my teeming residence. I promise, tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the creed accent's responsive, but my sports divorce the wattage, and I'm sleeping now. Wow. Yeah, the settlers laugh. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with epitaphs. Won't be laughing. Then I'll hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot him and forgot him. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never leave the ground without a feather and a lottery ticket. Now settle down. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. Headline with a pulse, shimmy cross the centerfold. At a dead time in gold, divvy crumbs for the better souls. When 7 deadly stains did here to blame the crystal conscience. The results of low life, counting on one hand what he's accomplished. Okay, link me the activism chain, activate street sweep, plug deteriorating Zenobin Pendragon. I hawk wars for the morbid spreading of mad Valley goss. Sick in their Lincoln Lord Cabin and Charlie Chaplin waddle. I could zigzag and zig him again, but a badge gleam sparkled in my brick wall windows. Another thick installment of One Night in Gotham without the wretched Houston. We have a problem attached to the festive batch of city goblins who split holiday freak on a box cut cinema high road bellow. Head grips, watch red bricks turn yellow. Sorta similar to most backbones at Camp Icarus. Raw villa crowds congregating and pampered for bickering. Life's not a bitch, life's just a beautiful woman. You only call her a bitch cause she won't let you get that pussy. Maybe she didn't feel y'all shared any similar interests. Or maybe you're just an asshole who couldn't sweet talk the princess. Kiss the speaker wire, Peter pacifism pegging threshold. Stomach full of halo kibbles, wingspan cast black upon visuals. See the duck hunt, ticker tape vision and pick apart the pixels. I got a friend of polar nature and it's all peace. When I seek similar stars but can't sit at the same feast. Meadow captain, this cat is asking if I've seen his bitter lost passion. Told him yeah, but only when I pedaled past him. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, say they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a tornado warning for southern Middlesex County and eastern Massachusetts. Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45
don't want to do it.
p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a
shackle me, not clean logic procreation. I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement, I walk the block with a halo and a stick, poking your patience. Y'all catch a 30-second flash visual. Dirty cooperative med platoon, plume head trip split ridiculous. Fathom the splicing of first generation fuck up with trickle down anti-hero smack. Cracking. I paced me game for 0-hour completion, green slash. Duke of early retirement, pick a dream. American nightmare hogging the screen. The door open so you could stumble in if you'd stop following me round the jungle gym. Now it's honor and I spell it with the H I stole from heritage. Merit crutch stole the wretched refuse of my teeming resonance. I promise. Tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the Creed accent's responsive, but my sports divorce the wattage and I'm sleeping now. Wow. Yeah, the settlers laugh. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with epitaphs. Won't be laughing. Then I'll hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot them and forgot them. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never leave the ground without a feather and a lottery ticket. Now settle down. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. Headline with a pulse, shimmy cross the centerfold. At a dead time in gold, divvy crumbs for the better souls. When 7 deadly stains did here to blame the crystal conscience. The results are low life, counting on one hand what he's accomplished. Okay, link me to activism chain, activate street sweep, plug deteriorating Zenobin Pendragon. I hawk sports horse for the morbid spreading of mad valley gospel. Sick in your Lincoln Lord cabin and Charlie Chaplin waddle. I could zigzag and zig him again, but a badge gleam sparkled in my brick wall windows. Another thick installment of One Night in Gotham without the wretched. Houston, we have a problem. Chats to the festive batch of city goblins who split holiday freak on a box cut cinema high road bellow. Head grips, watch red bricks turn yellow. Sorta similar to most backbones at Camp Icarus. Raw big that crowds congregate and get pampered for bickering. Life's not a bitch, life is a beautiful woman. You only call her a bitch cause she won't let you get that pussy. Maybe she didn't feel y'all shared any similar interests. Or maybe you're just an asshole who couldn't sweet talk the princess. Kiss the speaker wire, Peter pacifism pegging threshold. Stomach full of halo kibbles, wingspan cast black upon visuals. Hit a duck hunt, ticker tape vision and pick apart the pixels. I got a friend of polar nature and it's all peace. When I seek similar stars but can't sit at the same feast. Meadow captain, this cat is asking if I seen his bit of lost passions. Told him yeah, but only when I pedaled past her. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, say they wouldn't group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a tornado warning for southern Middlesex County and eastern Massachusetts. Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45
You don't want to do it.
p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a
Shackle me, not clean logic procreation. I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement, I walk the block with a halo and a stick, poking your patience. Y'all catch a 30-second flash visual. Dirty cooperative med platoon, bloom head trip split ridiculous. Fathom the splicing of first generation. Fuck up what trickle down any hero smack. I paced me game for 0-hour completion, great splash. Duke of early retirement, pick a dream. American nightmare hogging the screen. The door open so you could stumble in if you'd stop following me round the jungle gym. Now it's honor and I spell it with the H I stole from heritage. Merit crutch stole the wretched refuse of my teaming resonance. I promise. Tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the creed accent's responsive, but my sports divorce the wattage and I'm sleeping now. Yeah, the settlers laugh. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with epitaphs. Won't be laughing. Then I'll hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot them and forgot them. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never leave the ground without a feather and a lottery ticket. Now settle down. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. Headline with a pulse, shimmy cross the centerfold. At a dead time in gold, divvy crumbs for the better souls. When 7 deadly stains did here to blame the crystal conscience. The results of low life counting on one hand what he's accomplished. Okay, link me to activism chain, activate street sweep, plug deteriorating centipede pendragon. I hawk sports wars for the morbid spreading of mad valley. God sick in your Lincoln Lord cabin and Charlie Chaplin waddle. I could zigzag and zig 'em again, but a badge gleam sparkled in my brick wall windows. Another thick installment of One Night in Gotham without the wretched. Houston, we have a problem. Attached to the festive batch of city goblins who split holiday freak on a box cut cinema high road bellow head grips watch red bricks turn yellow, sorta similar to most backbones at Camp Icarus. Raw beta crowds congregate and get pampered for bickering. Life's not a bitch, life is a beautiful woman. You only call her a bitch cause she won't let you get that pussy. Maybe she didn't feel y'all shared any similar interests, or maybe you're just an asshole who couldn't sweet talk the princess. Kiss the speaker wire, Peter pacifism pegging threshold. Stomach full of halo kibbles, wingspan cast black upon visuals. Hit a duck hunt, ticker tape vision and pick apart the pixels. I got a friend of polar nature and it's all peace. When I seek similar stars but can't sit at the same feast. Meadow captain, this cat is asking if I seen his bitter lost passions. Told him yeah, but only when I pedaled past her. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, said they wouldn't group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a tornado warning for southern Middlesex County and eastern Massachusetts. Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45
You don't want to do it.
p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a
I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked spoke adjacent. While the triple sixers lassos keep angels roped in the basement, I walk the block with a halo and a stick, poking your patience. Y'all catch a 30-second flash visual. Dirty cooperative med platoon, bloom head trip split ridiculous. Fathom the splicing of first generation, fuck up what trickle down any hero smack. I paced me game for 0-hour completion, green slash. Duke of early retirement, pick a dream. American nightmare hogging the screen. The door open so you could stumble in if you'd stop following me round the jungle gym. Now it's honor and I spell it with the H I stole from heritage. Merit crutch stole the wretched refuse up my teeming residence. I promise. Tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the creed accent's responsive, but my sports divorce the wattage and I'm sleeping now. Wow. Yeah, the settlers laugh. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with epitaphs. Won't be laughing. Then I'll hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot them and forgot them. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never leave the ground without a feather and a lottery ticket. Now settle down. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. Headline with a pulse, shimmy cross the centerfold. At a dead time in gold, divvy crumbs for the better souls. When 7 deadly stains did here to blame the crystal conscience. The results of low life counting on one hand what he's accomplished. Okay, link me to activism chain, activate street sweep, plug deteriorating Zenobin Pendragon. I hawk sports wars for the morbid spreading of mad valley gods. Sick in their Lincoln Lord Cabin and Charlie Chaplin waddle. I could zigzag and zig 'em again, but a badge gleam sparkled in my brick wall windows. Another thick installment of One Night in Gotham without the wretched Houston. We have a problem. Attached to the festive batch of city goblins who split holiday freak on a box cut cinema high road bellow head grips. Watch red bricks turn yellow. Sorta similar to most backbones at Camp Icarus. Raw billy crabs congregating get pampered for bickering. Life's not a bitch. Life is a beautiful woman. You only call her a bitch cause she won't let you get that pussy. Maybe she didn't feel y'all shared any similar interests. Or maybe you're just an asshole who couldn't sweet talk the princess. Kiss the speaker wire. Peter pacifism pegging threshold. Stomach full of halo kibbles. Wingspan cast black upon visuals. See the duck hunt ticker tape vision and pick apart the pixels. I got a friend of polar nature and it's all peace. When I see similar stars but can't sit at the same feast. Meadow captain, this cat is asking if I seen his bitter lost passions. Told him yeah, but only when I pedaled past him. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way.
Sorry, guys, I've been talking and there's been no audio. I apologize, but Mint here. Mint Factory, 4 bodies alive, 2 bodies left for Phoenix Rising. It's a great weather to play paintball today, as there is still 2 bodies left alive for Phoenix Rising on the left-hand side of your screen. One in that snake tower and one at the home bunker. Mint pressing up into the snake wedge here, trying to get a shot on that home. Phoenix Rising, guys, even though they're down, doing a very good job of holding here. And if you guys missed it, this is Division 4 X-Ball as that home player gets picked off. And then there is a concession or towel. So for those of you that don't know, a towel or concession is pretty much the team forfeiting that particular point to conserve time so that they can be able to try to come back if they're, down a few points. They want to conserve that time. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Super excited to finish out the day. Day 3 of the WCPPL Championships. We're going to have some good football here. The finals will be played on this field on stream. So if you're watching right now, go ahead and shout out in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to take the Division 4 championship? And who do you think is going to take the Division 5 championship? Show some love for your teams here. Let's see here. I'll get some time for you. I think D-Day is playing on the Lone Wolf Field. I do have the schedule up. Let me take a look and see for you.
10 seconds.
Yeah, so D-Day is on field 3, I believe.
Gain on.
All right, here we go. This is the next set here. Phoenix Reckoning and Exodus. Phoenix Reckoning on the bottom right of your screen. Exodus on the left, as Exodus drops 2 bodies, one in the snake, one in the Dorito side. Phoenix Reckoning, 4 bodies alive. They do drop a player on the snake side, but quickly cleaning up a few more of the players on Exodus as they drop 2 more bodies and just 1 person left alive. And I would expect a concession or towel right now.
Towel.
Yep, and there it is. So
Towel. Point approved.
Phoenix Reckoning taking that first point versus Exodus. All right, guys, so we do have a packed schedule here. Let's go ahead and get it on the board. So we're going to have Mint Factory and D4, Phoenix Rising Blue, Phoenix Reckoning, and Exodus. That's your match right now. Next match after that is going to be Idaho Faction, Dark Horse Stable, KC Elite, and sorry, that's the Lone Wolf field. I keep getting mixed up here. Let me pull up the WCPPL field for us. It's going to be Felons LA versus Midway All Stars and Bloodhawks 3 versus Desert Edge. So that'll be the second set.
20 seconds.
You want to hop on for me? No.
Waiting for it, shit storms and fucking rise.
10 seconds.
All right, Phoenix Rising Blue, Mint Factory. Phoenix Rising on the right-hand side of your screen. Mint Factory on the left.
Gain on.
All right, Mint Factory losing a player on the snake side. God there. As Phoenix Rising with a clean breakout. All 5 bodies left alive. Mint Factory taking some real estate on the Dorito side here. Getting to that Dorito side wedge. He's going to have a shot on this tower as he moves cleanly and no one picks that up. So he may be looking into this center brick now. And this Dorito player for Mint Factory may be a problem for Phoenix Rising as he does get a shot on the brick and then that Dorito 2 drops off. So here comes a shot now on this home player. Gets the home player, it looks like. No, yep, he gets him. And then so here comes Mint to try to clean it up, get into that Dorito 3 of the opposing team. Ref calls him out. but he did his damage, taking out 3 bodies, and here comes Mint Factory now. They must have dropped some bodies because I only see 1 body left alive for Mint as well. So we may have our first one-on-one of the morning. Phoenix Rising looking for the player. Mint Factory looking for him as well, but he should have a drop. Yep, gets him. And there it is. So Mint Factory going to go up 2-0 versus Phoenix Rising after that Dorito player just blowing up the home and tower for Phoenix Rising. Rough start.
Base. Point approved.
If you guys are tuning in and enjoying the stream, please like and subscribe and follow. It helps us out with engagement so we can take a look and see who's actually watching. Next setup is going to be Exodus and Phoenix Reckoning. The scoreboard is actually flipped, so Phoenix Reckoning will be on your left-hand side, and Exodus will be on your right-hand side to start. While we're waiting, big shout out to our sponsors, Matrix Gear USA, buy, sell, trade, having some of the best gear. You can trade in used gear and buy new gear from them.
30 seconds.
Violence Paintball dropping the best swag, Gunfighter Sports, custom jerseys and equipment. Arizona Pole Position playing in Division 5 here. Big sponsor of the stream. Andrew Lopez Law,
20
injuries,
seconds.
dog bites, anything, you give him a call. Poppy's Teppanyaki. Max Sportswear out of Texas. Same thing, custom gear, sportswear.
10 seconds.
Committed Paintball dropping twisters, and Lone Wolf Paintball. All right, here we go, getting the match started here. Phoenix Reckoning Exodus. Phoenix Reckoning on your left-hand side. As both squads get a clean breakout. 5 alive for both as Exodus was doubling up the home. Now he moves into the tower. But here comes Phoenix Reckoning taking that same position that Mint did, but Reckoning dropping 2 bodies. But here we go. As you can see, this Dorito is very strong as Reckoning getting to the Dorito side. And if they don't pick him up, he may have a shot. Trying to get that God on the snake there. Putting a lot of pain on him. That guy's trying to cover up. As a Reckoning here, really putting everybody on edge for Exodus as they know that he's there and he's putting a lot of pain across field. And if this wedge player is a little too loose and he doesn't see him, he might get him. Ref coming in to check. He does get shot off, so Exodus, great shot there by the Dorito wedge player. And it looks like Reckoning lost all their other players on the snake side. And Exodus is going to go ahead and tie this up with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left. Can you hear the fan? Is it buzzing through there? Is the fan buzzing through your headset?
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Nate. Well, here we go. Mint Factory and Phoenix Rising. Mint Factory up by 1 right now.
I actually know quite a few of the guys on Mint Factory today. Elliot Brown, I used to play with him. He comes from Chicago. Nick Gayasso, he was originally playing in the D3 lineup for Mint at the beginning of the season for the first 2 events, but he decided to drop down into D4 to
30 seconds.
get more play time, but also, you know, hone it out a little bit more. So he's definitely bringing some sort of like extra layer of play to it.
Definitely. What side does Nick play on? Nick play on?
Nick is mostly a home guy.
Okay.
I don't know if he's out there right now. It looks like he is. He also works for one of our sponsors, Matrix Gear. So shout out to
There you go.
Matrix
Shout
Gear.
out Matrix Gear. All right, well, here we go. Phoenix Rising on the right-hand side. Mint Factory on your left. It is 2-0. I knew that point was good.
I guess the last point was good. They are awarding that point to Mint Factory. You know, Mint has a strong roster right now. They're sitting in 3rd place in their bracket right
30
now.
seconds.
Phoenix Rising just below them in 4th place. Both of them have the exact same score, basically. The only thing that sets Mint Factory D4
20
apart is that they got a 4-0 victory yesterday.
Ah, okay.
So they do have margin over over Rising Blue.
Redbeard,
10
yes, this is the only live stream. Just we're out in ambush. Internet's very hard to come by here, and we could not get the other fields up just due to some network issues.
I do think that it has been doing well, though. Like as far as the mainstream goes, I feel
Yeah,
like
we got to dedicate all the resources here, to keep it up here. But clean breakout for both squads here, 5-on-5 as Mint Factory pretty much mirrored up almost.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how the play is evolving for D4 today. Of course, like D4 is the only division that's split up into 2 days, so I think you can see. Well,
Division 5 was split
They're-
up as well.
other prelims?
Yeah, these are prelims as well. Yeah.
No, but D5's prelims. Didn't they
think-
all finish yesterday?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh.
Maybe though.
Well, D4 I do believe is only 2-2, but it is interesting to see how like the play evolves between prelims from day 1 to day 2. After everybody gets together, talks it out, gets over, and we see him move in that center. I believe that's Paul Walters in the center right there at the stand-up wedge.
Oh, Paulie Walters, huh?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. And you can see Rush number 23 on your screen right now, trying to get a shot on Snake. Gets a shot on that brick. Great shot there.
That was a great shot.
Yep.
Paul needs to keep that wedge from getting up farther,
Yeah,
but he gets diced up
He
there.
does. But here comes number 23. He's going to get a shot. Try to shoot the home. Shoots out that Doritos side, it looks like. Does he get the
Great.
shot? Yep,
Yeah,
he does.
He got it. He barely got his arm. That was a great shot.
He just needs to stand up now so he can get a shot on the...
Yeah, I don't know if...
there goes the home. Dices him up.
Dices
up the tower. That's 4 kills for him.
That was a great point.
And there's a concession.
Rush.
Towel. Point
Yeah,
approved.
it looks like Rising just completely ignored the snake that whole point.
Yeah, well, once that brick went down, I don't think anybody knew he was there. But Rush with a 4-pack, great job.
I mean, that's where that awareness comes into play. Like, if you see your brick guy, the only guy looking snake, die, someone has to switch over, and you have to let everybody else know that he's dead now.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's gonna be a good highlight reel for him.
Oh, definitely.
A little 4-pack.
Getting on to the next point for Phoenix Reckoning versus Exodus. Phoenix Reckoning
30 seconds.
coming at the bottom of their bracket right now. They went 0-2 yesterday. Exodus going 2-2. I'm surprised we're seeing such a close game from
20
two sides that
seconds.
are, a little bit more widened out.
Yeah, well, Reckoning had actually the last match. Reckoning had a great opportunity to go
10
2 up and just kind of drop the ball,
Uh,
and then Exodus kind of mopped up. So we'll see how it goes now.
Phoenix Reckoning on your left, Exodus on your right.
Gain on.
Breakout, we're seeing one body sent out wide on the Dorito side, and then one into the Aztec from Phoenix Reckoning side as
Yeah.
Exodus loses a body out of that snake corner.
Yep.
It's gonna
So,
be
but then Reckoning losing somebody on the Dorito too. Dorito side there.
Ralmir. Oh, and that's a sloppy move from Reckoning.
Yep, and you can see he's pissed.
Yeah. The refs were calling a lot of what is it, talking after dead. I don't know the exact rule for it, but the refs were calling that a lot yesterday. So I'm
You gotta stay quiet once you're dead, right? Dead man don't talk. As here comes Exodus into that center brick and into the Dorito wedge, and here's been the play for these two squads this morning, getting into that Dorito 50, and he shoots out 2, so gets a 2-pack.
looks like there's only one player left alive for Reckoning in that home.
Yep, just that home player there, and here come the Sharks.
And looks
Yeah,
like
it's that
they-
rocket ship trying to get a shot on here. Snake trying to get a shot on him as well. There's no way that he can stay alive. And there he goes. He gets shot. Refs call him out. Exodus is going to go up 2-1 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Still a lot of time left for Reckoning to make a comeback. They just need to fix their little mental mistakes up here and there.
Phoenix Rising Blue on the verge of getting mercy ruled here. For those of you that don't know, mercy rule is pretty much if a team is up by a certain amount of points, the match ends no matter if there's time remaining. In Division 4, the mercy rule is 4 points. So Mint Factory is up 3-0 right now. Phoenix Rising has to put up a point on the board here to stay alive. If not, they
30
will lose
seconds.
and be mercied out of this match here.
For Redbeard, Ambush is pretty good for walk-ons. Of course, this weekend is closed due to the event, but
20 seconds.
you know, they run pretty well here, and I've heard a lot of good things from the people who play here, as far as like tournament ball goes, as well as just
10
normal walking
seconds.
on.
Yeah. Facebook Hugo, this is not the drone. This is actually our guy. We have him in a jetpack, and he's flying around with the camera.
Left side's Mint Factory, right side is Phoenix Rising.
Game on.
Mint Factory getting a strong breakout there. Looks like they do lose a player out of that Doritos side. and it
Yeah,
looks
they do.
like-
And here comes Phoenix Rising trying to be aggressive. I mean, they're trying to make sure they don't get a mercy rule here.
Yeah, they are definitely charging down that snake side. They got into the snake 2 pretty early. I think that's the earliest we've seen from most of these teams today.
Yeah, you can see this Rising player peeking over that center brick as Rising is now into the snake 50. And Mint Factory's just kind of pocketed up. You know, they really can't see too much. Oh, is that tower? He's going to come in for a check. Nope, he gets clipped.
Yeah, he does. Thank goodness he gets out before the ref gets there.
Yeah, so I think there's 3 bodies left alive for Mint, but they're all tucked in as paint's
Yeah.
flying everywhere.
As you can see, they are like dug into their bunkers. They're just shooting. What's it called? They're just shooting lanes, sitting back, shooting lanes. They're playing a lot like their D3 team was, who did make it into Ochos yesterday, but did get knocked out in that first round. And it looks like that Reckoning player gets clipped out as he tries to make a move into that wedge.
Yeah, that's a tough death.
I think they are still 43 though.
Yeah, I think there's 3 players. I think there's a corner. We'll get the camera around there, but I think there is a snake corner. There's a home, and then I think there's somebody in this god. Yep, there you can see him right there.
Oh, he's gonna get. Okay, so we got to move into that Dorito 2 on Mint side of the field. He does not get clipped on that move. That's kind of a drop kill by the snake there. I know that the angle's tight, and it looks like no one else has picked up that snake player actually.
Yeah, but here he comes. He's going to look. He's going to get this home player.
He gets the Dorito.
Oh, now the home does know he's there, though.
Yeah, I just don't think he could get a shot on him.
We may have to see a rundown right now. This Mint player may have to go.
Oh, okay. Looks like a ref went in, and he's gonna get let his.
Oh, and just lights him up here. Now he's got a free shot on the home. Gets the home as well.
That's dropped by the home player.
So Phoenix Rising going to put up a point here and fight off the mercy.
Yeah, that point was dropped by that home. He did not protect as much as he needed to in that point. I think that's Isaiah, who
Ace.
mostly plays out of ASG. He's a ref out there as well.
So while the next match starts, let's go on over to this field here. It's going to be
Point
Idaho
approved.
Faction, Dark Horse, KC Elite, and Omega. I believe those are KC Elite jerseys.
I think those are Dark Horse jerseys, actually.
The Dark Horse?
Yeah, those look like they're whites.
So then this would be Dark Horse versus Idaho Faction on the Lone Wolf field. We'll give you a quick preview. As you can see that sun coming in.
Sun's very harsh for filming. But it looks good, especially over here. The sunrises over here are always really pretty.
Definitely. Well, yeah, this is Idaho Faction here on your screen.
30 seconds. Twenty seconds.
20 seconds into next point. We're going into the next point between Exodus and Phoenix Reckoning. On your screen, obviously, is our Lone Wolf field here.
10
Dark
seconds.
Horse versus Idaho Faction.
Yep, and we'll go and we'll leave them. We'll come back over here. The start of the match, 2-1, 8 minutes left. Exodus on the bottom of your screen.
Game on.
No, sorry, Phoenix Reckoning on the bottom of your screen.
Reckoning having a strong breakout, making it into the snake off the break.
Yeah, here he comes into the snake too.
That was a nice play. He dove behind the snake corner and like crawled all the way up.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody picked him up here, so he peeks around right now. They may.
Oh, he might.
There he is. Tries to one hand on the X there. I don't know if he got him.
No, the X picked him up right there. That was just bad timing.
So he's watching that lane now. There is kind of a bounce shot right there. Oh, gets a shot on the mini
Oh,
X.
that was a
Great shot there by
great
133.
snap. And now he's gonna check down his snake. Oh, I'm surprised that he didn't grab him right there, but it looks like that Exodus player is still alive right now.
Yeah, and here comes a fill out from Exodus into the snake corner to help out. But
There is a matched fill from Phoenix Reckoning side of the field as well into that snake corner.
yeah, Reckoning, though, is just, they're in a great position right now.
Yeah, they just can't lose this one. They need to tie it up. The thing about the snake corner, I think the snake corner is slightly inset, so you can't actually kind of see when the snakes are popping out. So that definitely makes control a little bit harder.
So here he goes. I think he's going to try to make an inside move, which would be very interesting.
He can get picked up by that snake corner if he's looking that way.
Oh, no,
Oh, he's not looking that way.
Yeah, just moves into that little mini W, but they did not see that move. Does he have a shot on the tower from there?
I believe so. No, I think from top down, the snake corner does have a shot into that little gap right there.
So he's going to get this shot on this tower right now.
Definitely going to kill that.
There he goes, shoots him in the pack. So there's a little 2-pack for him there.
I
Feasting the snake.
really don't know why you'd make that move. Especially when you know that there's a snake presence that far up the field, that it just feels like making that move is definitely going to get you killed.
Yeah, well, here comes Exodus going to the Dorito 50.
Oh, he's not looking the right way.
No, there he goes. Blasts him, gets shot in the back of the head there. So great move by Exodus to finally take out that snake player.
That was a great move. And now the snake is mostly open for Exodus to make any move here. I believe that if number 11 or 27 off the Exodus wants to make a move onto that inside snake, I don't believe that. Oh no, it looks like the Dorito side player from Exodus actually gets shot
Dorito side
out.
player from Exodus shot out. That gives Reckoning has the whole Dorito side open. As the snake corner for Exodus also gets shot. So just one body left alive for Exodus. As clock's at 6 minutes.
All he really needs to do is just sit back and wait for them to dig him out. He can waste as much time as he wants here. Obviously he's going to want to go for that win, but I mean, they have to come to him. They have to run into him and make mistakes on their own.
Yeah, he's just got to make sure he doesn't get a penalty, though. If he gets shot, get out right away.
Looks like we're going to have a check from the ref. Are we gonna?
Oh. No, okay, looked like he was going to pull a flag for a second.
That's scary.
Yeah, looked like he was going to pull it, but no, he's good.
So I believe they're 3 bodies up right now.
They are, yep. Reckoning with 3 bodies. Exodus with 1 body left alive in that snake one.
As they make, they fill into that snake one, and we have a move into that Dorito 3 on the on Reckoning side of the field. Looking to dig out this last snake one. This is taking a little bit longer than it should, I think. Oh, and actually the Exodus player gets a kill on the snake.
And only 2 bodies left alive. Fills out into the snake god, trying to get a better shot on the wedge.
Almost got clipped on the foot there.
So it should be a 2-on-1 right now. As he's now putting paint on the X. Did he clip that X?
No, I don't.
Nope,
no,
and he gets shot off by that wedge. So I mean, good fight. You know, 1-on-3 held his own for almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, Reckoning almost dropped that just from not pushing together, because that wedge got way farther up than the rest of his players did, and when they clipped that snake one, I mean that puts him out of position.
So back on your screen, Mint Factory and Phoenix Rising with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock.
3-1. Reckoning on the right-hand side of your screen, or on the far side of your screen, and Mint Factory on the close side of your screen.
30 seconds.
Gotta say, I'm rooting for the home team. I'm sure you're rooting for Rising.
20
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of guys in the Rising camp. I don't know specifically this line, but I mean, they're a good camp out there.
Always like to see Cali teams coming up.
Right?
I feel like for a long time this WC was kind of ran by Arizona, Texas teams.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you very much, Mike Clark.
Off the break, we see 3 guns up from Mint Factory shooting. And pretty good wide moves. 1 into the Dorito, one into the Aztec on the snake side. And they get a kill on a Phoenix Rising player. 2 Phoenix Rising players drop. So it's going to be a 53 situation here. Mint up 2 bodies.
Yeah, and Mint really doesn't have to push this point. They can just burn some time. I mean, they're up. You know, maybe they need the spread. I don't know what their actual score is, but there's a concession.
I mean, it's always going to be needing that extra spread, needing that extra point. Might be the difference between you making it in and not. So, I mean, if they want to push it for the full point, or if they want to try to get the Mercy win, you know, that's up to them. I mean, 2 Mercy wins is really good for spread.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's that time. We got to bring the eye in the sky out real quick here. Swap some batteries. So we'll leave it to split screen real quick here, but we'll do a quick swap and we'll get you right back up. You can hear my thing buzzing at me.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds on the clock here. Phoenix Rising Exodus. Like I said, we're getting that eye in the sky back right now. But Reckoning dropping a body on the Snake Tower.
All right, on your screen right now, on the right-hand side, of course, you see Exodus. On the left-hand side, you see Phoenix Reckoning. Phoenix Reckoning playing a pocket play right now. It looks like they only have 3 bodies up. That's going to be not good for them winning the points. And it looks like, from what I can tell, only 4 bodies alive from Exodus, as another one does drop from that Dorito. It looks like that Dorito killed the X.
Yeah, Reckoning filling out into that Snake God there.
As well as into the Snake 1. Did anyone pick him up on the way? It looks like they did, so
Yep.
it's going to be a 3-on-2 now favoring Phoenix Reckoning. And it looks like a ref's going to check.
Yeah, and there's a towel.
Foul that gets thrown just before a penalty gets
Yeah, that's right, yep.
probably.
So Exodus seen issues arise there and trying to cut the point early. Only down by 1 with plenty of time, though, so definitely a smart play to do that.
I mean, it's great for Reckoning because they definitely need the win. I mean, if they go 2-2 with a good enough margin, as we said, they could probably move on. Because they did lose both their games yesterday. Just be a little bit of an upset, though.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Phoenix Rising again in danger of getting mercy ruled here. Mint Factory on your right, Phoenix Rising on your left. 4:20 on the clock.
Yeah, George, you're asking for Soup. Soup will be here to commentate again today. Unfortunately, he's in a sushi coma right now. Should be getting to the field pretty soon here, but had a contest against one of the sponsors here, Violence. Paul Yun, one of the owners, put Soup in a
coma.
Put Soup in a coma, beating him by 1 sushi roll. And
Yeah.
Soup did look like he was going to throw up yesterday.
You know, Soup made a pivotal mistake in food eating competitions, and that's getting the larger foods.
Not just that, he also drank more water. He drank
Yeah.
2 cups of water.
Rookie mistake out here. What is this, D6? Jeez.
D6 sushi eating contest.
30 seconds.
30 seconds into the next point. It looks like Mint's having a huddle.
Yeah, they're trying to stay out of the sun.
Yeah, because of the... I don't know if they stopped the clock yet.
20 seconds.
Looks like they're going to make their way over there now. Out on your screen, you see Nick, the big one right there, second from the front. Elliot Brown on the front side. Looks like he's playing the Dorito
10
side.
seconds.
The big one, huh? Do you think he's going to like that? You think he's going to like you saying the big one?
He calls himself the big one all the time. I think that's Paul Flores, actually. So, okay.
There's Gayoso.
Oh, there we go.
Center.
Great breakout here. Oh, I think he might have gotten clipped there.
Yeah, it looks like a clip. Ref's going to check him.
It looks like he's clean. Oh, okay, ref's running around trying.
Yep, he's hit, and I think there's going to be a penalty thrown.
Penalty is set. No
penalty.
He did ask for a check like multiple times, so I don't. A little mental mistake by the ref there, as he also got like, I don't know if you saw that, he got pretty lit up.
Yeah, the ref was just getting destroyed. So I feel bad for the ref there. It's a hard job, but 4 bodies alive for Mint, and I think 4 for.
I haven't
Rising?
seen anyone walk off from Rising yet, and there's another body down from Mint Factory.
Yeah, well, here's that Dorito push here, and that's just
Oh, it
tough.
looks like he
but
might have gotten clipped. Yeah, he clipped him on that move. That was a great pickup. As Rising also making moves down the snake, trying to get pickups on the, it looks like that brick in the center there.
yeah, you can see him on the left-hand side of your screen.
Yeah.
As Rising losing another player on the Dorito side, so
that's
not
terrible.
looking good. There is a snake player still, so Rising still has some life, but
Mint Factory just coming back from being 2 bodies down. That was a great plays.
There may be a rundown coming as Rising dropping another
another.
body. So only 2 bodies left alive for Rising. I believe 3, but there's that snake shot.
No, what's it called? Their home player comes off as well. So now it's a
2-on-1. Yep, 2-on-1.
Mint just pulling that out. That was,
Yup.
yeah, Mint pulls it out.
And that's going to be a mercy rule. As you can see, Mint Factory over there trying to tell this guy, hey, it's good, it's good.
Hey, stop, please, don't shoot me. Yeah, that was a great play by Mint there, coming out and surviving that. I mean, they were down 2 bodies off the cusp.
And you can see our jetpack cameraman coming in to look at the Mint player.
I think he's still there shooting.
Yeah, I think his other player doesn't know that it's game. They can't hear each other.
I want to see if he's still shooting or if he's just posted.
There he goes. They're waiting for the concede, but I mean, they should just hit the buzzer.
I know.
It's a mercy rule.
I mean, I think they would hit the buzzer. I think Isaiah might just be a little bit scared that he has paint on him. Front players tend to not like to press the button just because, they're on the floor a lot, they're sliding a lot. You never know what
He's
to pick
still
up.
at that brick. He's still looking.
Yeah, he is still posted up there. And I don't think he knows the point ended.
Is he still at that brick?
Can you fly over to him?
Now he's done. Yeah, he was still looking.
Yeah, he was still looking that way. He was there for like 10 minutes. Is that Elliot? What's on his back?
That's Rush.
Rush, it's right. He was just sitting there.
Match MVP Rush there. He didn't want to get out of the game.
That 4-pack, I mean, he needed more. He just needed more.
There we go, Mint
30
celebrating.
seconds.
How busy we are, popping off all the vendors, all the players playing here on day 3.
Day 3 tends to be a little bit slower, but it doesn't look like it's slowed down at all.
Beautiful background here as we're into X-Ball now, which means you'll see Phoenix Reckoning and Exodus come back onto the field after they play their point. Is the USB-C plugged in?
No, it's not. It's not charging.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
What the heck?
Oh. Apologies, guys. 1 sec.
Huh. That was weird.
I think I just moved the mic. That's why. Yeah, let me see.
There you go.
Here,
30
plug it in.
seconds.
Should be over here.
No, it's because it's plugged in right there. See that plug? That's for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's still just let that. Yeah, no,
charge.
plug it in. Switch, swap it out. Yeah.
20 seconds.
20 seconds in the next point. Phoenix Reckoning on your right, Exodus on your left. Reckoning looking to maintain their lead and possibly get their
10
first win
seconds.
of this weekend. And Exodus looking to bring home their 3rd win to guarantee their spot. in
Our
the
color
final.
looks a little off.
Oh, yeah, that kind of
Game on.
strange.
getting off. We're sorry about the color looks right now. On the left-hand side, it looks like Exodus actually making a really big push into that Snake 1, going all the way into the Snake 2.
Yeah, give us a sec, guys. We'll get this color fixed out right now.
And you can see on the right-hand side that they are doubled up, number 25 and 24 on Phoenix Reckoning, as Reckoning does lose a player off their Snake side of the field, and as well as a Dorito player as well. So it looks like it's going to be a... Oh, yeah, they're just dropping bodies left and right, so I don't think Reckoning's going to hold on to their lead here. It looks like it's going to get tied up in a 3-3. Not sure as to how many bodies Exodus has, but they're going to quickly dig out that home. And it looks like...
Here we go. Savior's back. Drone up on the screen here as...
There we go.
Yeah, sorry. Phoenix Reckoning just dropping all those bodies and Exodus coming in for a quick point. Apologies for that, guys.
Base.
Great look from Exodus, just a bunch of counter punches right now. Reckoning just needs to hold on to their lead. You're saying that earlier in the day that they let it go. I mean,
Yeah, well, so there was 1-0, and then they were in really great position to go 2 up, and they just kind of threw it away on the Dorito side, just threw away bodies.
Mhm.
And Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. It's all about, like, they lost 2 off the break, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they lost 2 off the break immediately, and then I think a third came off shortly after that. And then it was just the last 2 players in the home. At that point, especially for those last 2 players in the home, as those bodies are moving up the field, they get pinched out really fast.
Really, really fast.
Really, really.
Let's take a look at some comments here. You guys got anything to say? Any teams you're looking for? Any used gun vendors at the event? Yeah, of course, Redbeard. Matrix Gear USA, big seller of used guns, buy, sell, trade. You can even trade in your gear online, and they have a really good appraisal system set in place.
Ryan, you can also get the schedule of the games on PBLI online. I believe you don't have to make an account. You can just look at the schedule from there.
Yeah, I'm going to link it in the chat here for you guys. If you're looking at the schedules, you just need to switch around, fields or divisions, and you can take a look up. This is not the Empire Field, Justin. Empire Field is across the way. We do not have a live stream there, but we will try to get the drone over if we can for some of the matches.
30 seconds.
30 seconds of the next match. We are in X-Ball format now, as Mint Factory mercied out Phoenix
20
Rising
seconds.
Blue. So we are going into true X-Ball, which means that there will be 2 minutes in between each match.
Yeah, and just to give you guys a score update on Field 2,
seconds.
Lone Wolf, Idaho Faction beats Dark Horse Stable, and KC Elite and Omega. That match is still being played.
Gain on.
Off the break, we see a pretty strong 5-on-5. Both teams making it into the snake off break, but it looks like Phoenix Reckoning is getting a check.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising does lose their home team, but the Snake is clean.
Snake is clean. I'm surprised about that. So it looks like it's going to be a 54 favoring Exodus now, but
Oh, and there comes the
Reckoning-
move into the Snake that was not caught. He needs to keep his gun up.
Oh man, this Reckoning, oh, does not get him on that snap.
Misses it. I'm expecting a rundown here.
Yeah, there should be some sort of rundown. I think he knows that his gun is posted up.
No, it looks like
looks
they
like-
want a gunfight.
It looks like Exodus does get a body knocked off there, so it's going to be 44. Bodies are evened up now. Yeah, it just looks like they're going to... Oh, and he does clip him.
Yeah, so that's going to be a very big advantage for him. Here comes
Oh,
the
yeah.
Snake corner filled. Snake doesn't see it.
He does not see that.
Yeah, but
He's
that
looking-
brick doesn't know he's there, and he can get a shot on him.
We have
There it is.
all
Shoots
right,
him in the
yep.
back. Oh, right in the back of the head. That's going to hurt.
And we have 2 bodies left alive. Both corners are alive on Exodus, but it looks like they're going to towel that.
So there's a quick concession from Exodus to save some time.
Point approved.
Minute and 42 seconds left. So there'll be about a 2-minute break. These guys will fill up, get some paint, come back out, and finish the point.
Reckoning did a lot of good there. They did lose a body off the break, but they did make it in Snake cleanly. I do think it was a little bit of a disadvantage to not just immediately try to, run down the Snake player that was matched up with him, but it worked out for them in the end. He was able to get that kill on the brick, dig out the brick, and then Exodus conceded that point.
While we wait for that, let's go over to the Empire Field. Let's see if there's any matches playing.
Empire does have a few matches.
Yeah, it looks like there is. Right now it's, I believe, Beach City Bulls and AZ Drama and SQD and Defy Factory Division 4.
1 minute.
I believe this is Drama.
Yeah, as me and Soup were talking about yesterday, me and Scotty were talking about yesterday.
No, this is Beach City Bulls and Drama.
This is going to be really fun.
Oh, give it to
Oh,
him.
man.
Great shot. No, you know what? I think this is SQD and Defy Factory. I really can't tell. Scores
No,
are
no.
saying that Drama's done, but
I do think that this is Drama.
is that Beach City Bulls on the
Yeah,
bottom?
That looks like Beat
Their
City
jerseys,
Bulls.
right?
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, so Beach City Bulls take the point. And let's get you guys back over to the other field. Your match is about to start.
Timeout.
Look at that beautiful
Oh.
thing. Shout out to Pop Sacco's down there.
And we do get a timeout.
All right, we'll
So-
post up. We'll get ready for the next point.
Got another minute to go before we get to this next one. Shout out to our sponsors, of course, Violence, Matrix Gear, Arizona Pole Position, Gunfighter, Andrew Lopez Law, Poppy's Teppanyaki,
1 minute.
Maxed, Committed Paintball, and Lone Wolf Paintball.
So let's pop on over back into the chat. Let's see here. Yep, Ryan Weeks, we are on the WCPPL field here. How are
30
points scored,
seconds.
Michael? Well, on the back of the start boxes where everyone's starting there's a red buzzer. You hit that buzzer to score the point on your opposing side.
20 seconds.
And there's other factors that involved. You know, if there's a penalty, those points can swing. Those buzzers don't matter if the point swings. But for the most part, you want to eliminate
10
everyone on the other side of the team, and then you want to hit that buzzer. But you don't have to eliminate them all. You can actually just hit that buzzer with people on the field and still get the point.
Yep. Left side Exodus, right side Phoenix Reckoning off the break. It looks like Phoenix Reckoning trying to take a big bite, get out wide on the Dorito side of the field. Makes it in the Aztec clean, and it looks like Exodus loses their snake body trying to make an in-off break. That's going to be a great kill for Reckoning.
Yeah, so 5 bodies alive, but you see how easy it is for Exodus to get into that snake. I think that's just a factor of the sun, right? It's very hard to see these players making moves.
Oh, yeah. Reckoning definitely has a disadvantage where the sun goes, but they did get that kill off the break, but they do lose their widest snake player, so that's going to be an issue for them as this Exodus player does clip out that Dorito corner.
I don't know if he got shot or not, but
It looks like
he's
he's
gonna-
going to check, but he's going to definitely dice that brick up.
60 seconds.
yeah, so he does get that brick shot. The home almost had the shot the first time. I wonder if he tries to take it again.
There is going to be another brick player in there too. That
Oh, gets shot by the brick. Oh, there was 2 brick players
Yeah.
there. Oh, man.
doubled up there. So that is a great save from Reckoning.
Yeah, here comes Exodus, though, on the Dorito side now, trying to get a shot on that brick.
So it looks like Exodus. Oh yeah, it looks like Exodus is gonna take that last body down. They're gonna tie it up 4-4 if they score this point in time. 30 seconds left. So it looks like we will run into a 30-second point.
We're going to let the time run down.
I mean, they don't really have to win this game. They've already gone up 2. They could tie it if they wanted to. It looks like they might just run it down.
I guess it just depends on point spread, right?
Yeah, 15 seconds though, so I'm curious to see if the refs will have them play that point or not.
The sun is coming up over the mountains. We'll give you that shot here.
Yeah,
Point approved.
yeah, the sun is coming up on our left-hand side here.
As you can see, sun coming up over the hills. Beautiful day, though. Beautiful weather.
Vendors normally leave around 4-ish, 4 or 5, depending on like the games and how many people are here. It also depends on the vendors. Some vendors leave earlier than others just because, you know, they might be affiliated with teams that, you know, get knocked out early and they just want to leave with their friends and everything. So, you know. A lot of the food vendors do kind of stay pretty late though. Thank goodness.
Yeah, gotta eat.
Gotta eat. Of course, with the Pops Tacos, we also have a hot dog guy here today, or the last 3 days.
Did we?
Yeah, we've had a hot dog guy
I
here.
didn't see him. I wonder if he's selling chili dogs.
From what I've seen, it was bacon wrapped hot dogs. You're welcome, Redbeard.
Ooh, Sonoran dogs.
Yeah. But then, you know who we also used to have? Do you remember when we had Raise Energy here?
Yeah,
What happened to them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Raise was good. Raise was good. A lot of caffeine, maybe too much.
Maybe, yeah. Players getting all jacked up on caffeine before they go out there.
Getting jittery, getting those pre-field jitteries. All right, so on the left hand, Ryan Weeks saying, let's go D, let's go boys. That seems like it would be a disadvantage for the teams on the wrong side, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah, it definitely is. Unfortunately, you know, there's not much you can do about the sun, especially with where the field's placed.
easier, or what do you think?
No,
you don't have to do any edits. As long as it's decent,
So,
you don't worry
you know,
20
of course
seconds.
there's that disadvantage, but that's why they switch sides every point. That's why they try to have that. Phoenix Reckoning on the left-hand side, Exodus on the right. 14-second point here. They can take advantage of that sun disadvantage, though, now for
Just
Reckoning.
drop it to him or give him the card or something. Put Justin on it.
More than likely going to be a very fast played point here.
Game on.
Yeah, Freddie. So the sun does play a big factor, but you got to think too. It is a disadvantage, but teams swap sides every point. So both teams are having that
Reckoning,
disadvantage. So this is a 50-50.
Reckoning dropped 2 bodies off the break, but it looks like they are just going to end in a tie in this game. Remember, we do not do extra time or one-on-ones in prelims. In finals, however, they will go into overtime as well as
Did you already give them one
one-on-ones.
set?
So it looks like this match is going to end in a tie for Reckoning. Unfortunate for Reckoning. Pretty good for Exodus. Arguably, Exodus should have had a larger lead over Reckoning just because of the difference.
All right. Well, while we get ready for the next set, guys, I'm going to play a video from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with some more paintball.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, said they wouldn't group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I'd love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a tornado warning for southern Middlesex County and eastern Massachusetts. Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45
You don't want to do it.
p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a
Hello. We are back for the second match of the day. Felons LA versus Midway. It looks like Felons are going to drop a body off the break. It's going to be a 54 right there. Oh, and it looks like Midway also actually drops a body on the right-hand side there from their Dorito side. Midway dropping bodies left and right. It looks like they dropped 2 or 3 right there. One from the D side, one from the Snake side, and another body from Midway dropping. So it looks like there's only going to be one left in that Dorito one. Felons should be able to clean up this last point. They did get a kill off the break, but it kind of immediately went sour for them. And it looks like Felons are going to score this first point 1-0 over Midway.
Towel.
And there's the towel from Midway All-Stars.
Point approved.
So in their bracket, it looks like Midway All-Stars went 1-1 yesterday. They did have a mercy win rule over the first team that played, which looks like that was Phoenix Rising Blue. And then they lost 1-2 against Sun Cal Alliance, which is the first place team in their bracket.
30 seconds.
Felons LA went 0-2 yesterday with a 3-5 loss as well as an 0-4 mercy rule loss. Felons probably looking to play spoiler here. If they can win this match, that might actually bump down Midway All-Stars below Mint D4. Next one is going to be Bloodhawks versus Desert Edge. Bloodhawks went 1-1 yesterday, and then Desert Edge went 0-2 yesterday. Off the break on the right-hand side of your screen is Desert Edge. On the left-hand side is Bloodhawks. It looks like Bloodhawks going to make a big move up in that center, losing one body off that Dorito side of the field. When is the 3v3 is going to happen about 12, but it's going to be on a different field. W. As you can see here, we got the other drone up right now. This one is going to be the Avada drone. You're welcome. We do have a move from Desert Edge on the right-hand side of the field. You can see that into that Aztec bunker. It looks like they're going to be getting mirrored up, but it looks like Desert Edge is going to pop the top of that brick and get that kill in the center, and then they're going to get another 2 kills on the Dorito side tower as well as the baby Dorito. So it looks like Desert Edge are going to win that first point, going up 1-0 over Bloodhawks. Desert Edge coming out strong that first point. Almost went poorly for them, but they definitely came from behind there. As we get into the second point of Felons LA versus Midway All-Stars. Felons, I believe, is a hometown team for for ambush paintball. I do believe that they play most of their
30
points here.
seconds.
Midway, I believe, coming from KC, if I remember correctly. I believe they're a Midwest team. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in there.
20 seconds.
Felons LA currently on your screen right now.
10 seconds.
You know, Felons are a little bit of a hot team right now. Definitely are passionate about the game.
Game on.
As you see this breakout, looks like the widest guy for Felons is going to make it into the Snakeside Aztec bunker in the God. It's going to look like one is going to come off from Midway All-Stars. Great off the break shooting from Felons. There is going to be one oh, All-Stars are from NorCal. I did not know that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Vacaville. Okay, that's like near the Air Force Base. As you make a, Felons make a move into that Dorito 1 and into the Dorito side wedge at that 40. Right here, we have a behind the back shot of that Felons player at the Snakeside can. You can see that they are mainly focusing on icing out that snake. The snake can get very powerful and get lost really easy, as Felons LA do make it into the snake clean, it looks like, with a matched move, I believe, into the Aztec, as Felons also shoot a player from Felons on the snake side of the field. And it looks like another Midway All-Star gets shot, making a move, trying to make it into the wedge on the left-hand side of the field. And it looks like it's going to maybe be a 2 or a 3-on-1. You could see that snake player is shooting crossfield at the Dorito wedge there at that 40. I don't know if the snake player knows that he doesn't have anybody in front of him, and he has a lot of room to move around right now. And it looks like it is going to be a 2-on-1. As we see the sun rising, getting more and more of that field going, getting lit up. Does that snake player catch him looking out on that right side? Oh, and it does look like he's going to catch that all-star player. Felons are going to go up 2-0 on this.
Towel.
As the towel comes in from Midway All-Stars. 9 minutes left. Really strong start from Felons. Still a lot of time. Still a lot of room to make a comeback. As we head into the next point for Desert Edge and Bloodhawks. I believe Bloodhawks is a factory HK program, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they are a factory HK program. Desert Edge,
seconds.
I believe coming... Desert Edge is an Arizona team, I believe.
$20 seconds.
20 seconds into this next point.
$10 seconds.
Closest side for you is Desert Edge. Farthest side is Bloodhawks. We're in Utah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Game on.
Following this off the break shot, it's looking like a body or two is coming off from either side of the field, I believe. Does look like the widest player for Bloodhawks does get shot out on that snake side of the field. I think it is still a 54. I don't see anybody walking off from Desert Edge. Desert Edge showing out really strong here from Utah. Desert Edge, just as you can see, number 14 there is trying to shoot past that X. He's trying to ice out the snake insert. There is a player at that second X furthest away from us. And we see him move into that Dorito 2 from Desert Edge. Desert Edge also looking to get that kill on that Dorito corner, it looks like. I believe the Bloodhawks are doubled up at that home with one player in the X and then one player in the Dorito corner as he makes a move out of it into the D1. It looks like he does make it there safe. I don't even know. I don't think anybody's looking at him from this angle. And that's a hit player coming from Desert Edge out of that center. A little bit of a sloppy death as Bloodhawks make their move up the field. It looks like that Bloodhawks player is going to get clipped on the Dorito side. Another one's going to get clipped behind as well. It looks like that Dorito side for Desert Edge is just coming up and doing quick work with the rest of Bloodhawks. Can't tell from right here if this is more than a one-on-one right now. Desert Edge looking to make this final kill though. Hopefully go up 2-0. And it looks like he might find this. Oh yeah, he's gonna get that last kill on the Bloodhawks player. And it looks like he's going to score this point for his team. Desert Edge up 2-0 now with 9:10 on the clock.
Point approved.
Always love the drone work here. The drone makes commentating very easy. And we have Scotty here. How's your sushi coming, sir?
Oh, dude, you were cool. Like, my stomach's cool.
All right. It was good sushi yesterday, of course.
You should have ate more.
I'm okay. You guys had a lot.
30 seconds.
Off the bump here.
I'm going to chug an energy drink, and we'll get rolling.
All right.
20 seconds.
Do we know when T6 plays?
D6 plays over there at like 12.
All right, I'm going to see if their schedule's out. I got to film the guy who broke me.
Okay. So off
So
the
beyond that, I'll be on the
10 seconds.
Off the bump here, we have Midway All-Stars on the closest side of the field, Felons LA on the farthest side. Felons LA currently leading 2-0 with 9 minutes about on the clock. Big breakout. Midway has not had a breakout where they get all 5 bodies out, and I think that's been what's hurting them the most here. As you can see, another body coming off for Midway, so it's going to be a 54 here favoring Felons LA. As a ref goes in and checks that home player. And we're just waiting to see if he's clean. It looks like he's clean. So if you can see here, that player from Midway All-Stars at that tower, at the tall tower, is shooting on the right side, trying to ice out that D side to help him make his move that he just made right there. And it looks like there's going to be a counter punch from Felons LA into their side of the field where he's going to pick up that Dorito player. But at the same time, we also have All-Stars making it into that Snake 1, but he does get shot out. That's unfortunate. It looks like it's going to be a 52 or a 42 favoring Felons. Felons having a great field positioning right now. Midway trying to widen out the field a little bit more as they make it out into the Snake corner. They are going to find a kill on the Felons player that was in the Snake. And it looks like Midway may not... They do know that brick's there. Oh, and it looks like that was a great shot from 5150 there on that brick player. That's going to pretty much ice out Felons on that end of things. That's going to give away all their good field positioning. 2 players, of course, walking off as Midway also makes it into the Snake, charging down the Snake right now. Looks like it's going to be he's going to be at the 50 Snake, and Midway All-Stars are going to get this point. Felons LA just dropped the ball on that one. They had the option. They had the chance to go up 3-0, but dropping the ball with their field positioning, bodies getting left out, just making small mistakes and errors that All-Stars were able to capitalize on and bring this to a 1-point game. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, Ryan Polito thanks you, as he is the one piloting the drone right now. I hope to be as good as him one day, of course. As you can see on your screen, Rufino, one of the better media guys out here today. Amazing jobs on the mics this weekend, fellas. Can we get the drone to buzz Tim?
30 seconds.
I'll ask Ryan if we can do that.
What?
He wants to buzz Tim Furpo in the Planet Eclipse tech booth.
Oh, with the drone?
Yeah.
Say hi to Tim?
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Ryan said he'll do it. Well, we do have a game to watch here in about 15 seconds. So on the right-hand side, of course, you have Desert Edge. The left-hand side, you have
10
Bloodhawks.
seconds.
Bloodhawks largely having the same issues as All-Stars, not being able to get 5 alive out off the break, and that seems to be crucial in this. As you know, zones get dropped as soon as one guy dies, and that leaves more room for moves to be open. It looks like their Desert Edge is going to double up that brick in the center there, as well as send one really far up on the Dorito side into the wedge. Immediate move into that center 50. Desert Edge taking a really, really aggressive field move right here. As you can see from Bloodhawks, they are trying to keep the bleeding down. As you can tell from 111 there, he's shooting straight at the... It looks like he might be shooting at that brick as well as keeping his zone on the snake side of the field. No one has made it to the snake side, so he's doing a good job right now. And we see another move onto Bloodhawk side of the field. Oh, we're going to see a big, never mind, 111 catches him trying to make that run down. Oh, and we got a yellow flag. It looks like that's going to be on the Bloodhawks. Oh, a major penalty on the Bloodhawks. So that's going to pull 3 bodies off the field. And it looks like Desert Edge does have snake presence as well. They're going to be in the snake 2. Bloodhawks, another body coming off. I think that's it. They're going to have to towel that. Desert Edge leading 3-0 against the Bloodhawks with 8 minutes left. They are 1 point away from getting mercy ruled here, as it is a 4-point mercy rule in Division 4. Thank you, Anthony. Was the only game Bloodhawks is playing on your channel today? I am unsure about that. I have to check that. Thank you, Michael.
Grab this?
Yeah. Like just grab it out of the air?
No, it landed.
Okay.
Let me double check. Go to the schedule here. On the WCPPL field. Dates Sunday.
20 seconds.
So it does look like that might be the only field that Bloodhawks are playing on this, or the only time that the Bloodhawks are playing on this field. However, I know someone asked about D-Day earlier. They are playing on this field, so they will be on the cast at around 11:45. Off the break, you have Felons LA on your right. Midway All-Stars on your left. Midway All-Stars, let's see if they're able to get 5 alive this time. It looks like they are able to get 5 alive, and it looks like Felons LA as well. It looks like there's a ref checking in, but their center player does die, so it's going to be a 54 advantage for Midway All-Stars. Let's see if the momentum switched after that last point from Midway. They're able to pull off that come from behind, down only to 2 bodies. It looks like they pulled off like about a 2-on-3, 2-on-4.
Like, I'm not sick at all. No stomach issues.
So it looks like, obviously, All-Stars have a little bit of a better field positioning. It looks like Felons are a little bit wider as the home player dies. I'm not sure how that happened. It's going to be a 44 situation as Felons do make a wide move on the Dorito side as well. Widening out the field, they're going to be looking to pinch out those more center guys, as it looks like most of Felons are. I mean, as most of All-Stars are. And it looks like there's going to be a big move into that center wedge from Midway All-Stars as they catch the snake making his move in, and it looks like Midway's also going to lose a body as well. I believe there's only one or two, maybe one guy left from Midway All-Stars left alive. I'm not sure of the body count, and I'm pretty sure Felons are also not sure of the body count, and it looks like that last player from Midway is going to die right there out of that center. Oh, it looks like there is a Midway player in that snake, but he gets clipped by the snake corner from Felons LA. Felons LA are going to take this next point 3-1.
Damn, are we short chairs? I might just jack that chair.
Give me 1 second. I'll take a look at what that red flag was for. Looks like that Bloodhawks penalty was actually an overshooting penalty. It did look like after that Desert Edge player tried to make the run through down the center, Bloodhawks did have a player turn around and shoot him off of the field. You could probably see that on a webcast as well. Desert Edge on your screen. Desert Edge dying, trying to make it out wide into that snake side of the field.
30 seconds.
Oh wait, that was a different that was a different game. I am sorry. Oh, it looks like Planet Eclipse isn't here actually. Whoever asked about the
20 seconds.
Tim Furpo thing, I don't see their tech booth out here today. We will have some D5 today. I did see D5. I think we have one D5 game at around 11:45. It's going to be LA Anxiety versus Peer Pressure and D-Day PB versus Abstract. And then after that, we're going to have the Division 5 quarters, finals, and semifinals, as well as the finals, obviously. On your screen right now, Bloodhawks. Left side of the screen is going to be Desert Edge. Looks like Bloodhawks are not going to make it out wide. They do make it out wide on the Dorito side, but they are at a slight disadvantage, losing that body on the snake side of the field. A lot of the guys from Bloodhawks are, really nice guys. A lot of them have been playing for quite some time as well. I'm kind of surprised they're not doing as well as I think that they know that they can. But obviously losing that body is going to be really crucial for them as a Desert Edge player walks off the field. It's going to be a 44. And we see that move into that Dorito 1. And as you can see right here, the Desert Edge player is trying to ice out those Dorito moves, trying to keep Desert Edge contained. But he also has to worry about the snake, and it looks like Desert Edge might have made it into that snake clean. Oh, a little bit of a faux pas there. Looks like another Desert Edge player is going to be walking off the field as well. Looks like Bloodhawks might have this swing back into their favor. At a 43 situation now as they make that move into that tiny X there. Bloodhawks were up on bodies last time, but they did get an overshooting penalty that swung the point back into Desert Edge's favor. And of course, Desert Edge D4 here is 1 point over, 1 point away from Mercy ruling the Bloodhawks. And we see a big move that's wasted by Desert Edge as he gets clipped by a Bloodhawks right hand most Dorito player there. And it looks like from there they're just going to pick up the rest of the pieces here and score their first point against Desert Edge. Oh, big run through.
Towel.
And
Towel.
for some reason
Towel.
Desert Edge
Point
towels
approved.
that. I would think that they'd want to waste more time, but they toweled it to make it 3-1 now. Similar score here from Felons LA, Midway All-Stars, of course. Midway All-Stars scoring their first point a point ago. And they are still 2 points away from being Mercy rolled as well, so hard times, hard times. Desert Edge D5 is not playing on this field, so I don't believe we will be seeing them unless they make it into finals. Let me double check that.
20 seconds.
Desert Edge D5 took... Oh yeah, it looks like they did make it. They went 3-0 in prelims, it looks like. In the number 4 seed.
1 minute.
So yeah, we're going to definitely have a lot of the D4, the rest of the D... this is Division 4, Gabriel.
Where do you think there's another chair at?
There should be it should be folded up behind me somewhere.
Oh, I see it.
Midway All-Stars here on your screen getting ready to hopefully win their second
30
point.
seconds.
Not many teams out of Utah, I don't think.
Twenty seconds.
20 seconds to this next point. I've noticed that this field's playing a little bit faster here in Division 4 than it was on Division
10
3 or
seconds.
Premier. Premier actually had a lot of points. Division 4 kind of slowed down. I think we only had 2 or 3 points in the final. Off the break, let's see if Midway can keep 5 bodies alive here. Looks like they're going to successfully keep 5 bodies alive. As never mind, as they lose their snake player in the Aztec. As soon as I say that, commentators curse. Big move. Yeah. So big move from Felons into that wedge. It looks like he's going to try to ice out that Dorito side of the field. He's trying to keep people from making it out wide, or as he switches back onto the snake side. It doesn't look like Midway has anybody in that snake side area, as they did lose their only Aztec there. As I say that, we see a Midway All-Star player making his move into the snake corner safely. 54 advantage still for the Felons here. But it looks like field positioning, honestly, probably Felons still, as they do have a snake 2 player. Looks like he's shooting cross field. I think he either is trying to get, that center player, or he's trying to get a player at the stand-up tower for Midway All-Stars. This Felons player is still alive. I'm not sure where that move is going to come from, as we see another move, and it looks like there's going to be a rundown on this brick right here. Oh, that was a gorgeous run through. He stays alive all the way to kill the home, too. That is a big run through from Felons there. And it looks like their snake player is going to die as well. Maybe a miner got thrown there. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like Felons is going to score this point, go up 4-1 over Midway. Oh, dirty hang. Oh, that's a dirty hang. That's going to be a major thrown. It looks like they might be getting second opinions right now. But you could see that hit on his pack. Looks like the head ref, Bobby, is going to ask about what was going on there. It looks like we're going to have a small arrest meeting to decide whether or not that was a dirty hang. Yeah, I answered all those. So, of course, in the event of a dirty hang, you obviously don't get the point, as well as a major penalty. So, if they have the bodies to pull, I believe they will pull it. I think it'll...
I dropped off me Lux. Did you? Yes, I did.
I'm not sure if it'll end up in a no point or a swing point.
I think you just put like some sort of a spacer in the battery.
I see the Planet Eclipse booth.
Press it against where it connects. It just needs
the Eclipse booth moved, it looks like. And we're looking here with the drone. On your screen there is Pop's Tacos, as well as Matrix Gear Paintball. One of the amazing sponsors here for the WCPPL for the championship 2023. Last event of the season, not counting the 10-man, of course. Weapons booth as well, one of the great vendors here that we have, as well as the Defy tent to the left of that. I believe somewhere in the back here is also the Violence tent. You can see it right there in the back. Devoted Paintball having a team out here. Omega. Oh, it looks like it will be ruled a reverse point given to Midway. So it's going to be 3-2. World War Paint here. Another great vendor here at WC. I think if you look somewhere in the left there, I'm not sure if the hot dog people are here today, but we do have that lemonade stand on the right-hand side there. They are great. I think there's, oh yeah, the hot dog people are right there as well. Then you have the Phoenix Rising camp on your screen.
30 seconds.
As well as, I believe, Mint's over there too. Off the Leash, another great vendor run by Patty Gleason.
20 seconds.
We're going to come back over to the field as we have 20 seconds left until the next point. Bloodhawks are going to be on the left-hand side, closest to the sun, and on the right-hand side is going to be Desert Edge. Desert Edge looking to put up a point here. Bloodhawks looking to claw their way back with 6 minutes left. They definitely have the time to, and it looks like Desert Edge is going to lose their widest player out on the snake side. And it looks like we're going to have matched up, oh, 2 bodies coming off for Desert Edge out of the center. It is going to be off the break 35 situation favoring Bloodhawks. It looks like another Desert Edge player actually might have came off. So it looks like it's already going to be a 52. Desert Edge just having a grenade go off on that point for them. As you can see, the farthest player up for Bloodhawks, it's looking like, I don't see any snake presence just yet, but it does look like there is a player at that wedge on the Dorito side of the field. You can see him shifting around about. Desert Edge here, you can see a player right there at the stand-up tower as well as the brick. Brick is, I believe, trying to keep that snake out of there, and there's going to be a big run through here, and it looks like he's going to dice up those last 2 players. Oh, a little bit of shiftiness right there from that Bloodhawks player, and it looks like Bloodhawks are going to take the second point now, going up 3-2, just under Desert Edge, looking to tie it. I don't think that they have body count right now, as they still haven't tried to score their point just yet. Desert Edge does not need to concede like they did the last time. So it's more than likely that we're going to be waiting for Bloodhawks to come up here and hit this buzzer, and hopefully not have a swing point again.
Base.
And that's going to be a clean hang, it looks like. 3-2, 428. Desert Edge ahead of the Bloodhawks right now. We're going to head into the 6th point of this Felons LA and Midway All-Stars game. Really similar matchups, going 3-2, 3-2. Both teams were down by 3, in danger of getting mercy ruled. Both teams were down by 2, in danger of getting mercy ruled by the other. We've had a lot of strong play here, a lot of strong comebacks as well, as it seems. Getting up into this next one, you see Felons LA on your screen, dropping the ball on the last point with a dirty hang, giving Midway All-Stars another chance at tying the game up with 3:51.
20 seconds.
From what I've heard, what I've seen, Midway All-Stars will not give up a chance to come back, as I think they did pretty well at the last event as well. Off the break here, you see the Felons starting with, oh, and it looks like he touches up. He will be safe. They are only starting with 4 bodies, as they drew that major penalty from the dirty hang at last point. And they did not have the bodies to pull, but it looks like Felons are going to even it up quickly and make it a 4-on-4 with their off the break shooting. That has been great, and they're going to catch another player coming off from All-Stars, trying to make that move wide out into the snake. It looks like the player who actually caught him was that stand-up can on the snake side of the field. It's going to be a 43 situation now. Felons taking this penalty point back into their favor. And it looks like they're going to try that wide push out again as they drop the zone, allowing him to make it wide into the snake. Let's hope he doesn't just get caught out in the open again.
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hop in mid-match. It's kind of shitty.
I get you.
It's going to be awkward for you.
And on your screen right now, we have a 43 situation here, as you can see from the drone footage. On that far right into that, or in the far left on that snake tower is going to be a Midway All-Stars player, as well as one in the Dorito side tower, and then one in the Dorito 1. Pretty good field positioning from Midway. I think they're in a really good position to kind of come up on either side and pinch out Felons. Felons, their widest body does look like it's matched up with Midway at the on the Dorito side, but they have a lot of room to work here on that snake side, and it looks like they are going to get a kill to even up the bodies 3-3. That is going to be the first body that Felons dropped this point, as they did have a penalty point start. So that's not bad for Felons either. It looks like a zone's going to get dropped by that Felons player at that brick, allowing a move to be made by Midway into that farthest wedge on the Dorito side of the field. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and drop that zone and let him make another move. Felon's not making smart plays here if they want to keep this lead. As you can see here on the screen, we have the two Felons players crossed up. One's trying to keep that snake corner in the snake corner, not allowing him to get into the snake, as well as the Felons player at that brick trying to keep the Dorito push from getting even farther. So far, not doing a great job at that and dropping his zone again. I don't understand how he's letting this guy get through. He's going to dice up that last Midway All-Stars player. Going to come out clean on that one as well. And All-Stars are going to pull that point back out.
60 seconds. Base.
Great point by those two. But honestly, a poor
Point approved.
look from Felons. Starting off the point, shooting 2 bodies off the break, immediately getting the body advantage back, and then just dropping 3 bodies. Honestly, the player who's playing that break dropped his zone on the Dorito side too many times and allowed those moves to happen. Eventually got him clipped out, and then got his Dorito side ran down. Yes, Desert Edge is from Utah, according to someone earlier. Cantwell to Idaho Faction play. Idaho Pimp. On the left-hand side is going to be Bloodhawks. On the right-hand side is going to be Desert Edge. Desert Edge wanting to keep their lead and hopefully expand it to a 4-2. As they did, they were 1 point away from mercying Bloodhawks, but Bloodhawks clawed their way back. Getting into this next point, Bloodhawks on your left, Desert Edge on your right.
Gain on.
Getting a great look. It looks like both sides are going to have 5 alive off the break, which has been very rare for Division 4 today. Most of the time it looked like 1 or 2 bodies are coming off on either side of the field in those instances. We're going to have a couple looks here. As you can tell in that center play, Desert Edge is going to be an Idaho Faction. Okay. As you can see, that Desert Edge player, oh, there is a kill off of Bloodhawks out of the home. Looks like it's going to be a 54 situation now. Bloodhawks crawling their way up into that Dorito one, trying not to make any mistakes, of course. Desert Edge making a move out wide into the Aztec on the snake side of the field. And eventually making it into the snake. And it looks like he's going to make it in clean as a move from the Bloodhawks is made also to get into the X. Looks like a ref is going to be checking him. And he's going to get called clean. Right now, Desert Edge with the advantage on the field, just having the best bodies on every field. And it looks like they are also going to be able to back up their snake player in that snake corner, charge him up the field. Looks like there's going to be another check on that X, and it looks like he's going to be clean. So right now, as far as field positioning goes, there is one player in that snake. They are really probing this X right now, and they are going to call him out finally. I don't know where that shot came from, and it looks like they're also going to lose their widest Dorito player, so this is going to be perfect for Desert Edge to kind of storm up the field as Bloodhawks lose another player out of that center, and Bloodhawks do die on the way out, and then they do towel that point. It's going to be 4-2 favoring Desert Edge. Only a minute left in this next game between Midway All-Stars and Felons LA. Felons LA having a great lead and then just squandering it over the last couple points with a major penalty from a dirty hang, as well as a lost point that they more than likely should have won. On the left-hand side, you're going to be getting Midway All-Stars. Right-hand side, you're going to get Felons LA.
"30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Going to this next point, we're going to be seeing Midway All-Stars more than likely trying to close this game out. Felons LA also trying to do the same.
Game on.
And let's see if we can get 5 bodies alive. It looks like a perfect break for Midway. No, they both lose a player off the break. It's going to be a 4-on-4 situation now. It looks like the widest body on either side is going to be either that baby Dorito right here closest to us on the left-hand side as he makes a move into that Dorito 1, as well as for Felons LA going to be in that Aztec on the sink side of the field. Big move coming up in the center, trying to get into that brick. Pretty standard move we've seen all day. Midway All-Stars are doubling up, trying to keep the outsides contained, as it seems like that is where they have lost the most points here today. As Felons LA making it into that snake, though, getting into really good positioning, might be able to suss out this Dorito side on Midway All-Stars as we see the gun switch. Oh, and it looks like he's going to get clapped in those goggles from Felons. Oh, no, he stays alive, apparently. I thought I saw something there.
Game time finished.
And it looks like game's going to be finished in a tie. So it looks like Midway was definitely playing for the tie there. Felons needing to go for that win as they lost both their games yesterday. A tie is more than likely going to eliminate them from contention in the finals. Midway All-Stars more than content with more than likely keeping their 2-1-0 now. As we can do a little bit of APPA lurking here, or PBLI lurking, whatever it's called now.
Timeout.
Desert Edge Bloodhawks going into their last few points. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. We do have a pretty good amount of time left for Bloodhawks to come back here. We've seen a lot of 30-second, 45-second points, a lot of fast points. So mostly for the other fields being streamed, we do have capabilities to stream the other fields at other fields like ASG, where the internet is better. Unfortunately, where we're at here in Moore Park in Ambush, the internet is very, very slow, and really only have the resources to keep one field open. It's not really a drone issue where we're at right now. It's more of where we're at rather than, you know, what we're capable of. We are fully capable of getting the field up with the cameras that we have. But
20 seconds.
I mean, if you want to donate your drone next season, hit up Ryan Polito on Facebook in the WCPPL group.
10 seconds.
On the left side, you have Desert Edge, Bloodhawks on the right side. Desert Edge trying to widen their lead once again. 6-point match. This is a pretty long match here. This is the 7th point we see as the Bloodhawks have 2 bodies walking off now. It's going to be a 53 scenario for Desert Edge. Desert Edge trying to definitely stomp their lead down here. And as you can see here, I don't see a lot of cross-field play from Bloodhawks right now. As you can see, both guns are looking Dorito side, and then I believe in that Dorito corner even is looking heads up. If he is looking cross-field, I don't see any paint on the ground or anything getting shot over there. So that, I mean, it's just like they lose their whole snake side off the break. Obviously, they're going to have weak links, but they need to key up on those missed opportunities there. As a player from Desert Edge does make it into the X as well as a Dorito 1. Looks like Bloodhawk's center player is going to start switching his gun over to try to ice the snake out, or at least try to contain the zone. But he's not even rolling his gun, so you can't really contain when your gun's not rolling, especially if you have short, quick moves. And it looks like this Dorito 1 player is mostly fighting with his mirror. I don't see any play with either the center player or the tower. And it looks like the tower is going to try to make a big move. He could just come up the center and take both of these guys out. But he does make the wrong move, and he does get
60
shot
seconds.
by the Bloodhawks coming off the point. 60 seconds left. Bloodhawks really do need to close this point out, and it looks like they're going to drop a zone, letting Bloodhawks player move up. And he's going to get that kill in the center. He's going to get that kill at the X, and that's going to be 2 down for Desert Edge. Wait, does he get the X? Oh, I don't think he does get that X. That X does survive. Bloodhawks are on Desert Edge's side of the field, but that last kill, not being able to get that last kill in that X was crucial for surviving. Oh, and it looks like there's going to be a minor penalty thrown on the Bloodhawks player, but it's not going to matter as Desert Edge is going to get this last point.
Base.
Or not last point, it's still 20 seconds left. They are definitely going to play the 20 seconds out. Desert Edge will more than likely go up 5-2 on that though. And they have the opportunity to close out this game in either a mercy rule or a win. I don't think Desert Edge, I don't think Bloodhawks can pull out 3 points in 20 seconds. Desert Edge, that's going to be really good for them on margin. It's going to bring them back to 0 as they did lose their 2 games previously yesterday. Looks like they lost to Exodus as well as got 0-4'd by LA Vibe 2. And then Bloodhawks are going to be losing this game more than likely, with hopefully best case scenario down 2 points with -2 on their spread. And we are now in traditional X ball, so there will be 2 minutes in between points. I mean, really strong, really good play here. It's just there's a lot of cleaning up that needs to happen. Obviously, it's D4. You're not going to get, you know, everybody keeping their zones up the entire time. I do hope a lot of these teams go and look back at these streams, at these games, to see their mistakes, see what they can improve on. Because we have seen quite a few, especially from Felons. Felons really dropped it, unfortunately. It would have been nice for the hometown team to, you know, pick up a W.
Thirty seconds.
I'm unsure if Bloodhawks actually plays out of here. I believe they do. Oh, it looks like they aren't. Looks like they are going to play this last 20-second point. 20 seconds left. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it looks like that minor may have been thrown on Desert Edge.
10 seconds.
So we are likely going to see a big push here from Bloodhawks, not trying to die in their spots, but die by their guns. Hopefully score this next point. You know, bring their spread. -2 is a lot more manageable than a -3. Bloodhawks player going to get shot out in the center, possibly. Oh, they do make it up. Oh, they do practice out of ASG. Thank you, Brendo. And it looks like they're going to lose 2-3 bodies. Looks like a ref's going to check in that last Bloodhawks player in the center. He's going to get called out. No penalty assessed.
Game time finished.
And it looks like Desert Edge is going to pull out 5-2 over the Bloodhawks.
Game finished.
They're going to pull up by 3 points. And we're going to be going on a quick break while we get the next 2 teams out of here. Thank you, guys.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, say they wouldn't group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a tornado warning for southern Middlesex County and eastern Massachusetts, Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45
You don't want to do it.
p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a
All right, guys, we are back at the WCPPL season finale. I am back from my food coma. This is Scotty here with Will Ball for Soup, hopping on the webcast. We got Phoenix Rising in the orange jerseys on the right and SenCal Alliance on the left. Rising losing a player out of the Snake side.
This is also going to be joined by Nate from the Video.YT, a lot less known than Will Ball for Soup, of course.
Yo, you're doing a great job, man. It's really good to get new voices on the stream, trying to get our production values up. We're out here in Moore Park, California at Ambush Paintball. Rising losing another body out of the center.
Looks like on the left side of the field, SenCal Alliance really making their pushes, really moving down this field here, trying to get their wins. Rising losing another player, though. It looks like Rising is going to concede this first point. It's going to be 1-0 favoring SenCal Alliance. Not even a minute on that clock gone down.
Oh, man, that's not a good look for Rising, losing those bodies that quick out of the pocket.
That was a 45-second point without even trying.
We're still in the D4 realm here, right?
We are still in D4. We're going to be doing D4 until we get one D5 game, and then we break for lunch and into finals for D4, D5.
Okay, so this is Phoenix Rising Blue. Rising has so many different lines, man. I think they're about 4 or 5 lines deep this point.
Yeah. So Rising Blue right now is 1-2.
30 seconds.
1 win, 2 losses. SenCal Alliance is 2-0 currently.
Okay.
So SenCal is looking for their 3rd win to keep their 1st place in their bracket right now.
Oh, wow. So Rising Blue has some OGs. Brady and Rudy used to play on a team called the Comeback Kids. So that was like a 7-man team. Casey used to play with me on a team called Crisis. Colin Chubb, local guy from Wild West Paintball. He played on Arizona Menace.
Okay.
Very interesting mix of people who aren't necessarily Rising people coming onto the program.
Off the break here, we have LA Vibe 2 on the left-hand side, Exodus on the right-hand side. 2 first place, the 2nd and 4th seed, as well as 1st and 2nd in their brackets right now. Exodus going 2-1-0 as they lose their home player, and then LA Vibe is 2-0 currently. LA Vibe, hometown team. Very, know a couple of the guys on the team. Derek Ray, Marcos, as well as, it looks like he's not actually playing with them this event, but Marcos, shout out to Marcos.
Yeah, LA Vibe has been a program for a couple of seasons. I don't think I've heard of Exodus before. It might be a newer team.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Exodus comes from.
It comes from the Bible.
Okay, that's...
Shout out Christ Crew. Shout out Thomas Taylor.
Anthony said that great addition to the broadcast team.
Great job this weekend, Scott. Really a great addition. Oh, that's so sweet, dude. Thank you. Yeah, man, I normally do short format content. I'm not like a live content guy, but I always want to try new things, so we're out here, we're having fun.
Live content is always fun to do. Always love talking about a game. I mean, you get to sit here and talk about paintball all day.
However, though, like when I hop on the mic, if I say something really shitty or dumb, right? Like,
LA Vibe loses a player out of their center, and it looks like they're going to lose their last player out of the Dorito corner. Looks like Exodus is going to score this first point.
Does this LA Vibe line have the musician on it, or is he on the D3 team, maybe?
He's on the D3 team. That would be Hirsch.
Yeah, Hirsch is the
he's playing
clout
with,
god.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. High Tone.
High Tone.
Yeah,
Hirsch
High
is
Tone.
his sidekick.
Yeah. He plays D3 with Minty Vibe.
Oh, so Minty Vibe is like the merger of Mint and Vibe.
Yeah, correct.
Interesting Arizona line, though. This Rising line, not dudes you like think, oh, yeah, they're Rising dudes.
So doing a little bit more research, actually. Exodus does come out of here. They play out of Ambush, so they are a hometown team.
Okay, so they're familiar with the land.
This is their 2nd event on record.
Okay.
First event, they got 5 of 36 D4 X-Ball teams.
5 of 36 is a respectable finish for your first event.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that means those guys actually belong here. Give them their props. But, hey, newer team, getting their name out there.
Sure, a lot of these guys have been playing for a while. Let me see. So we do have...
Does that say pro?
Chris Roberts.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, but he did play on Collision, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see here.
I saw, like, the black score, and I'm like, a black score means a pro score?
Yeah, so he did play on Felons, LA Collision 2, Summer Shootout, all on the Felons, LA Critical, Felons Rise. Yeah, so he's been playing for quite a while, it seems.
All right, so you got SenCal in the black jerseys with red accents, Phoenix Rising in their hot orange HK stuff.
HK stuff.
HK stuff by HK.
And of course, left side is going to be Phoenix Rising. Right side is going to be SenCal
30
Alliance.
seconds.
30 seconds to this next point start here.
All right, I got my eyes on SenCal.
Phoenix Rising off the bump.
Getting those coaches calling out where they're running. Phoenix Rising doing the default breakout plus snake off the break. Let's see if he makes it in. The ref's looking at his back feet.
Yeah, it looks like Phoenix Rising is going to
Another
get
ref
called
looking at
out.
his pack. No, he's in there. That's just an orange pod.
You're on SenCal Alliance.
Oh my goodness.
Phoenix Rising's over here. Phoenix Rising
Soup just woke up.
does lose a player off the break, and it looks like they're going to lose a second player, and they're going to pull a minor penalty and lose another body. Oh man, this point for Phoenix Rising just went horrible as they're going to lose their fourth body. Last body alive for Phoenix Rising is going to be in that Dorito tower, and he's going to get clipped out.
Yo, if these points keep going the way they're going, Rising could potentially get mercy ruled here.
I don't think it would be the first time this weekend, actually.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so they've gotten mercy ruled their last two matches, actually.
Yeah, Rising's a pretty quality organization, though. They'll sort themselves out eventually. Maybe balance the lines a little better, a little differently. Bring in...
Could just be a bad event.
They can always just bring in a blast camp guy or two, you know.
I don't know if Blast Camp can play down this far.
So what's the highest APPA rank you can have to even like scoot into D4? You can have a D2 rank and play D4. I've seen that.
I have seen that. I think as far as D2 goes, I think you have to. I don't think that goes by points. I think it's either 2 D3 players or 1 D2 player.
Okay.
And you can't have semi-pro or pro.
Good to know. Yeah, you can always play down. That's always been a thing. But like the equation for it and who can play where changes league to league a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like our D5 spot, we can't. We don't have anyone D4 playing in our D5. Off the break, we have on the right LA Vibe, Exodus on the left. Exodus coming off.
LA Vibe here at that default breakout, taking the home, the can, the snake insert, the tower. One guy wide on that Dorito side.
Looks like Exodus might have made it into the snake. I actually think he might have gotten pulled on that. Yeah, it looks like Exodus did lose a player. But it looks like they're going to try to fill that snake, and they do lose their snake player getting in.
Vibe has really good communication. I'm hearing those calls from that can player all the way here in the booth with headphones on.
Exodus definitely, LA Vibe definitely has really good communication playing out of ASG.
Oh man, one of my favorite things about playing paintball is getting to scream. Like, I scream the hell out of my calls. I wanted to be a deathcore vocalist. Didn't have the talent.
So George says that you can actually have D2 and D3 in D4. I think I said that.
Yeah, George Jocelyn lurking APPA, getting the rules right.
Yeah.
Making sure those roosters are stacked up.
It looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3 right now. Exodus still pocketing up and trying to keep Vibe from getting out wide.
Yeah, Vibe is concentrated in the pocket. They do have that guy in the snake the snake insert bunker. So maybe we can shoot and scoot, get in the snake.
It does look like that home player on Exodus does have a tight lane, but Exodus does lose their farmost Dorito side player in that Dorito tower. All they're going to have is the pocket plays, and that's going to get really tiny really fast as people move up the field. Exodus is going to fill up that.
We got a towel.
We got a towel from Exodus more than likely. I don't know why. It looks like they are going to call that. 1-on-1. Exodus does towel that. They could have ran the clock out a little bit more. But I mean, totally respectable 1-to-1. Still anybody's game, of course.
All right, let's see if Rising can put a point back up on the board. What they're doing has not been working. A lot of early deaths out of the pocket from this line.
And they've been having they had that issue earlier today as well. They had the same thing happen to them multiple times in their first game that they played this morning, which is a part of the reason why they got 1-5'd.
Yo, you see this headband I got gifted today?
Where'd you get it from?
Unrefined.
Oh wow.
Dude, it's like corduroy
That's
with
nice.
embroidered soup. Dog. Unrefined with that OG embroidery.
Hey, thank you for following Mr. Cat Dog over on Twitch.
Hell yeah.